So that's why it's really important that I try to put that into her right now, get her to want to give something into the relationship with the owner. I'm going to be kind of hard on her for that because her future isn't real great if she's not willing to give into a relationship. So this is Cupcake, and Cupcake is here because she got pretty belligerent for their owner, and like saddling her up, riding her, getting her out here. She was kind of snorty, and in the last video you saw I had to get onto her pretty hard for not standing here at the mounting block. She didn't wait on me to walk off, so I'm gonna pull her head around. We have had to kind of be a pretty firm leader with her because she just wants to take charge, and because she is so insistent on wanting to take charge, you can't just be easy with that. You have to put it to work, give it something to do, and physically giving it something to do and mentally giving her something to do. See, like her ears are locked forward, I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm going to be very picky on where her attention is. Physically, she doesn't have to be worked physically. Physically isn't the problem. Mentally is the problem. Now let's go back in these circles. Go back forward. Mental self-discipline. Mental self-discipline is what she's lacking. The last video I did of her, I had all kinds of comments about this might be hurting, that might be hurting, this horse is not in pain. This horse's problems is all in her brain, all in her willingness. One of the worst things you can do is try to take a horse that's not willing and try to find a physical issue to explain why the horse is not willing. This horse is just strong-minded. She's halflinger bred. I don't know if she's full halflinger, but she's obviously a lot halflinger. And it's kind of typical of the breed. They can be good. Go this way. Every horse can be good. Every breed can be good. But mentally strong and wanting to do her own thing is pretty common for this breed. So I'm not going to be able to get all of that gone, but what I can do is let her know that those undesired behaviors like that right there is not going to be tolerated, and she's not going to get away with it. Turn her head to the side, put some left spur on her, and send her back this way. She doesn't want to put a whole lot of effort into being bad. If she did, she'd try to buck me off. She just don't want to do what she's asked to do. Now, I've been working this horse for a good while, and I've made some headway, but not what I would like to make. But hold her head and send her forward. Right there, when I had, nope, you're not going to talk to him. Right there when I have her head to the side and she's wanting to shoulder out over that way, I have to actually send her forward, which seems almost counterintuitive. You got the head this way and they're wanting to run off with you that way. Why would you put leg on them and tell them to move their feet? But the thing is, by putting leg on them and tell them to move their feet, then the brain is going to kick in, the rein is going to kick in, and then they're going to steer the direction that I'm asking them to steer. So I'm not just sitting on her and not doing anything with my body. I'm still saying, let's go over here. Point her nose. Nope, you're not going to pull reins out of my hand. Point her nose, use my legs, and say, let's go over here. Not going over there. Let's go over here. And in here in this little arena is where she is the worst, because she's bored, she's tired of being in here. But I really want to fix it here. Nope. Now left leg, left spur, left spur, left spur. There we go. I really want to fix it in here, because if I have her intention in here and her willingness in here, then she'll give it to me other places where she's not as inclined to be bored and want to go talk to friends. It's really what she's wanting. Kind of like a 16-year-old girl, just wanting to go hang out with her friends, not wanting to go get a job to pay for her cell phone bill. That's what this horse is right here. You gotta have a job. Gotta have a job to pay for your keep. And I know there's a lot of people that has a different thought about that. Why does a horse have to have a job? Horses shouldn't have a job. They should be able to just stand out in the pasture and be a horse. Maybe. But why should a person pay the expense to keep that horse if that horse is not giving something back? A relationship with any horse should be a two-way relationship. The person gives something back. The horse gives something back. Is there any human-to-human relationship that is not that way, but is a good, positive relationship? I can't think of one. So any good, positive relationship with the horse should be the horse gives something, horse gives something back. Not asking you to work that hard. Kind of like telling a teenager, you don't have to get out and get the hardest job in the world, but you need to do something to help pay for your cell phone bill. Well, she don't have to have the hardest job in the world, but she needs to do something to pay for her keep, pay for her food, and she pays for that in the enjoyment that the owner gets interacting with her. Just trail riding is not hard work, contrary to what some people think. That's not hard, and not only is it not hard, it's really stimulated and engaging to most horses. If she was not telling me, no, I don't want to do what you want, that doesn't mean she's going to stand right here and not do anything. It means she's going to go off and do what she wants to. It's just a different action. She has to do what I ask her to do, not what she wants to do. Now it's starting to get a little bit better. This is Ace's mama. If you remember, I had him in not too long ago. I actually started him under saddle. And I talked to the owners, and he's actually riding really good. We put 90 days on him, and the owner and the owner's kids is all riding him all over and doing really good. She needs to be better suitable for a family, for a first-time horse owning family, or this might not be the right family for her. We just have to see. And if she is not the right family, let's talk about that a minute. So like I said, horses need to give something and they get something, just like all our relationships. Every relationship we have, we give something, we get something. So if she is not willing to give something into the relationship with the owner, what percentage of people in the world you think would be willing to own the horse? It's not very many. And a horse that's not willing to give something to the owner can be a not real good future So that's why it's really important that I try to put that into her right now, get her to want to give something into the relationship with the owner. And I'm going to be kind of hard on her for that, because her future isn't real great if she's not willing to give into a relationship. That's just interaction. And you look into a group of horses standing out in the pasture, even a group of horses, their relationship from horse to horse is give something, get something. They contribute something to the group, and in that contributing something, they're another set of eyes. They're looking to protect the group, and they get something. They get the protection of the other horses. That's how the herd works. So she needs to see us as in her group and give something to that relationship, and she can get something back from that relationship. So I'll keep working her, and hopefully she'll keep getting better. It's better than it was, but it's still not as good as it needs to be.